Good evening. My name is Camille Carella, and this is our productions about the first module, Fable, the Sigua and the Snake. Once upon a time, on a hill in the Dominican Republic, the Sigua was in her nest feeding her chicks, when suddenly the snake approached and asked for some food. The Sigua replied, "I have nothing but some warmth for my chicks. Go and hunt for yourself. There is plenty of food on this hill. You just have to look careful. You are supposed to be the clever one." The snake said, "I know, but I don't feel well. I haven't been able to eat anything for a few days." The little zebra took pity on her and left the snake to take care of her chicks while she went to get her something to eat. The snake, realizing that she was alone in the nest, took one of her chicks and ate it. When the zebra returned with her mouth full of food, she realized what her friend the snake had done to her. The snake mocked her, saying, "You are so stupid. Why do you leave me alone with your chicks?" And the zebra replied, "Because of my solidarity. I am the bird that represents the Dominican Republic, and even if you have eaten my son, you will continue crawling and eating dust. I will continue flying high on the blue sky on this nation." Moral: being supportive will often be seen as something absurd in a world full of snakes, but that does not mean we should give up and do good to our neighbor. Microstory. Let's to learn. Lucy and Daniel want to educate themselves by going to school every morning. The road is challenging, but they overcome it every day. The teacher helps them educate themselves and congratulates them.
The Dominican bird. In the land where the sun meets the sea, where the mountain kisses the sky, a vibrant bird sings wild and free underneath the Caribbean eyes. With feathers depend in hair so bright, a tapestry of emerald and gold, indents through the morning light, is history in each floated toy. In the whispering woods and park-lined shore, where the tropic breezes play, the Dominican birds blow, chasing down soft golden bright. It's called a melody of the dawn, ripest through the lush green shade, a song of freedom gently draw in the vibrant forest glade.
In an old living room in a colonial house in the city of Santo Domingo. Candlelight dimly illuminate the room, whose walls are adorned with portraits and Dominican flags. In the center of the room, a table with maps, documents, and open inkwell. Juan Pablo Duarte, Francisco de Rosario Sánchez, and Ramon Matias Mella are sitting around the table, conversing seriously. Duarte: "Brothers, we have fought and sacrificed a lot for the freedom of our country, but the question I always ask myself, what does it really mean to be Dominican? What does the name that we have defended so much represent?" Sanchez: "Being Dominican is carrying in our hearts the fervent desire for freedom and justice. It is recognizing that our identity was forget in resistance against oppression, in the struggle to be masters of our destiny. But it is also more than that. It is loving the land that saw us born and protecting with all our strength." Mayor. That's right, Sanchez. To be Dominican is to be free man willing to fight for for what is right, regardless of the adversities. Let us remember that February 27, when I fired the blunderbuss at the Puerta de la Misericordia, that shot was not only a sign of rebellion, but a cry of what it means to be Dominican: courage, determination, and an indomitable spirit. Duarte. Exactly. For me, being Dominican means embracing the idea of an independent nation, free from all foreign domination. It is loving under the motto of God, country, and liberty. But not only in times of war, but in times of peace. Being Dominican is to work from the well-being of our people, to respect our laws and values, and to guarantee that our future generation live in a prosperous and a united nations. Sanchez. Juan Pablo, you are right. However, being Dominican also implies a responsibility to history. We cannot forget those who have given their life for this country. We have the obligation to remember, to teach our children what we have done, so that they understand that being Dominican is not just a title, but a commitment to freedom and justice. Maya. And we must not forget that the pride that comes with it. Being Dominican is to carry in our chest the pride of a nation that rose from the ages, that did not bow to any empire. It is to remember that although we are a small island, our will is great. We are not just geography, but a history, a culture, a people with an indomitable soul. Duarte. That's right, Mayor. Our fight was not just for physical independence, but the moral and spiritual independence of our people. Being Dominican is to defend our values, our tradition, our language, and our culture. It's to be supportive, honest, and brave. Being Dominican is ultimately to be a defense of a human dignity. Sanchez. Being Dominican is an honor, but also a tax. It's not enough to carry the blood of this land. We must be willing to water it with our sweat, and if necessary, with our life. Our sacrifice must not be in vain, but the foundation of which a fair, free, and peaceful country is built. Maya. So, we agree. Being Dominican is not only a right, but it is a duty. It is remembering that this land belongs to all of us, and that we must take care of it, protect it, and fight for it. Always, because being Dominican is synonymous with freedom, courage, and love for our country. Right. May our actions reflect that we have said today.